Hello, Sarah Sabian, Executive Leadership and Intuition Coach here. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about how to expand when you're at the pinnacle of success. So, what do I mean by that? Well, I work with high-performing executives. So, whether they feel it or not, and a lot of times they don't, but to the outside world, they look like they're doing very well. They've got up to C-suite, they've built and sold successful businesses and made a lot of money. Everything looks to be going well by the benchmarks of success that society tells us. However, it's very rare that I encounter someone that really does have it all. Um, and what I mean by that is that on the surface, every area of their life is going well. They're at the pinnacle of their career, so they've reached the top level, C-suite level. They have happy relationships, so that's marital relationships, romantic partnerships in general. They have good, strong friendships. They are lit up by their work. In fact, they're choosing to work a lot of the time just for the love of it, not because they actually need to. And they are financially free as well. And no physical health problems, no mental health problems. You might be saying to me, Sarah, does this actually exist? Yes, it does. I spoke to one such person like that yesterday. Now, you might actually say, what is their secret? That is the million-dollar question. The person that has managed to achieve success in all areas of their life usually know this thing, that over focus on one area of life does not yield the results that you want most of the time. So let's say you put 98% of your effort into your career. And let's say you do get to the top, you get to CEO level, and you look around, you're like, why am I not happy? Why does my life seem to be falling apart? Why am I not getting on with my family? Why? Well, quite frankly, it's because you focused on this one area of life to the detriment of everything else. And I get why you would be inclined to do that. I really do. You think by doing that that you are going to achieve success. In fact, you might say that you think it's the only way that you can achieve success. However, that is a fallacy because if you actually put some focus in every areas of your life, and I talk about 8 areas of life, which there is another video on this, which feel free to go and watch. By putting attention on each of these 8 areas, even if it's slightly skewed at certain points than others. So let's say sometimes you need to focus more on work, but you're still putting a fair amount of your attention into your family life, for example. So you're still conscious of these areas and you are deliberately and intentionally putting time and focus on each of them. That yields more success quite often. It yields more success than the one that has focused 98% of their attention on work. So when I say more success, maybe you get to the same level as that person and you have greater levels of happiness as well. So you've reached CEO level, but you're also a happy, fulfilled person because you've paid attention to these other areas. Or you end up doing even better than the person that has obsessively focused all of their attention on work. So, in my experience of working with executives for many years now, it's funny that a lot of C-suite execs, the ones that seem to sail up to the C-suite and everyone's like, how did this person get there? They have, usually unintentionally, mapped out what's important to them and put focus on all of these areas because they understand, often subconsciously, that everything is interconnected. By focusing on all of the areas, you increase your likelihood of success at work. So let me demonstrate that. Put attention on the physical area and eat well and move. You are going to be more sharp at work because physical activity enhances blood flow and oxygen supply to the brain. Mental health. If you are in tip-top mental health, you are going to be more able to perform to a high level at work than if you're feeling burned out, frustrated, unable to deal with your emotions or repressing your emotions all the time. Strong family life supports success at work. It's no accident that many execs will say, oh, I owe everything to my supportive partner that was behind me all the way. And you may think, oh, well, that partner is has to be a stay-at-home partner. No, I have seen partnerships where both partners are working and they make it work because they're both motivated to do so. Passion hobby. This is a source of creativity, inspiration, insight. It's a chance for your brain to switch off. For example, the chairman of Goldman Sachs used to be a DJ every weekend, I think. A lot of CEOs run marathons because they understand that, well, if it's marathons, it's also related to physical health, but they understand that everything is connected and that inspiration can come from multiple places. So when you get to the stage, and you can get there, when you get to the stage where you can really say, I'm pretty satisfied in all areas of life, I have literally nothing to complain about, that's where you can just focus on expansion. So to really unlock, I talk about unlocking 100% of your creativity and potential, to really understand at a deep level how you can continuously expand your skills, knowledge, how you deal with emotions, how you use your intuition, how your mind works so that you can literally use brain hacks to be at your optimal state over 90% of the time. That zone of expansion is truly the most exciting area for me and also for clients as well. So wherever you are in your journey at the moment, I would encourage you, if you're unhappy, to look at where you could start to bring in happiness by focusing your attention on other areas outside of work so that you can bring more of you into work. Or if you're already there, think about, how would I really like to expand in all of these areas now? How can I literally open myself up to all possibilities, more creativity, more potential?